Good evening, everyone. I'm Casey,
And then I'm Nick,
and this is the Casey
AC,
Nick
and Nick podcast show.
podcast.
Come on, we're supposed
Yeah,
to do it at the
but
same
better
time.
than last time. That's all right.
Yeah,
Yep. So what's going on, Nick? How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. Just trying to make it through. Busy work week and
Yeah,
everything. Usual, same old stuff.
I know. I'm so sorry to have you be trying to do this at almost 10 o'clock at night.
Oh,
Um,
I know. It's all right. I'm usually up by this hour.
well, you're not that old yet. Okay. Well, well, I guess we'll jump into it. So an
Yeah,
exciting football week. I know that's something that we definitely wanted to talk about. Um, I guess the Thursday game. So the Ravens and Chiefs. Did you get a chance to see that?
yeah. I saw the whole game because I was so excited for the football season to start. So I watched the first game of football, of course, to start, and I think it was a really good game. Of course, I already knew Chiefs were gonna win it,
Oh, but it
but
was so close. It was so freaking close.
I was close to the very end, and I was just so mad that Lamar missed that pass to Flowers when he was wide
Yeah,
open.
I know, and that literally would have sealed it. So, and that's something where I get Lamar Jackson. He won the MVP last season, which I'm glad it
Hmm.
wasn't Mahomes. I don't think he necessarily deserved it given his stats, and
Yeah,
just watching him play, he's got a lot of talent, but it stresses me out. He's so inconsistent. I mean, what do you think of that?
yeah, I can see where that's coming from. He is a little bit inconsistent, where like if he doesn't throw it, he always just runs it himself, and then
Yeah.
sometimes he just when he wants to throw it, sometimes the passes are not good, or sometimes he's on target. It just depends,
If
like you
he could
said.
get, yeah, if he could get that cleaned up, I mean, he could literally be the best in the league, I think,
Yeah, he can. He
because he has
reminds
the
me of
speed, he
your
has the
favorite,
arm.
Michael Vick, kind of, but I don't
Yeah.
think you
No,
you
I
think
don't.
that.
No, he ain't on that level yet. I don't think. No, but
No.
I think Michael Vick thinks a lot of him. But yeah, I mean, just the
Yeah.
unnecessary cuts, and he falls down a lot of the time too. But good.
Hmm.
He ended up with some decent yards, which is something I used to really kind of grade him on because there's so many games last season, the season before, his whole career where he hasn't even broke 200 yards. But
Yeah,
looking at my
not
stats
just
here,
rushing is just like running, like another running back.
but he did well. He had 273 yards, touchdown, and 122 yards rushing. I think he had like 50 points on my or our fantasy, I believe.
He did? Damn.
Uh, yeah, it was a lot. Um, Mahomes, of course, still pretty solid stats, almost 300 yards,
Yeah,
touchdown,
he had like,
interception.
because I the fantasy where I played, he put him in my opponent. He had like 40, I think, something around there. But I won my fantasy, so I'm good.
But that tight end Isaiah Likely, yeah, man, he played his heart out. Nine
Oh
catches,
yeah.
111 yards, and a touchdown. Should have had that last one. I mean, it was
Hmm.
an inch. Like,
It was a fucking toe, man, a
it
toe.
kills me. It really does kill me. But it was a good game. I'm not surprised that the Chiefs pulled it off.
Hmm.
But I
But
think they're definitely beatable.
yeah, I think they are. Do you think if like that touchdown counted, they were gonna go for two? Do you think they would have won it? I thought they would have.
Yeah, I think so. Give it to him. Give it to
Lamar
Lamar and just dribble to the line.
and then he could just either run it in or throw it in, and then
Just a sneak up the middle. See, I don't agree. Like it's hard. I mean, unless you have a specially designed play like on the goal line like that, um, I would never do a pass. I mean, you saw remember Russell Wilson. They had like the best
yeah.
comeback, Marshawn Lynch, and he threw that pick in the end zone.
But Derrick
The
Henry wasn't
Patriots
doing
won.
so good in that game. He
No,
was not averaging that much yards per carry.
he's an interesting guy. He's a big dude. Which usually when they're tall like that, it's pretty easy to take them out with by the legs. But he's so strong.
Yeah.
It just takes him a while to get going. He doesn't have that instant speed, does he? He kind of reminds me of like,
No.
well, I don't even want to compare the two because I don't have much respect for the guy I was going to
Who?
say. But well, you
Who is
remember
he?
he was Dallas. He I think he led the league in rushing yards and
Oh, the
became an
Marco
Eagle.
Murray.
Yeah, He was
Yeah,
trash, dude. He was literally north and south.
yeah.
He couldn't move. He couldn't do
He
anything.
was he was trash with us, like awful with us, and then he was decent with Cowboys with us.
Well,
I was just
back
like, oh,
then, I mean, Dallas had probably the best offensive line in the league.
line, yeah. Hmm.
They can make anybody a star, but anyway, so yeah, not happy about the Chiefs winning, but that's okay. We'll move on. Of course, our game on Friday night, that was actually a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. I'll give it to you. Yes, I was disappointed in Jalen Hurts'
Yes.
performance. Threw two picks and one fumble, but the one fumble wasn't his fault. The center um
Uh,
hiked it too fast for him. Yeah, he wasn't ready. Didn't you see the
he
replay?
wasn't ready. Yeah,
He
yeah.
wasn't ready. He was still doing the cadence and all that, and it was not on the right hut. He didn't even say hut, and then he threw it.
He
Um,
was definitely talking to Camp Jurgens on the sideline too. Like, what the hell? Uh,
yeah.
but like a respectful. It seemed like he just kind of called him out, and it was like, got to
Well,
be
he
better
respectfully,
type of
he
thing.
was being
Yeah.
like, "Hey, man, just keep an eye on that," and then I understand. But yeah, I he did great. Oh, and then well, me, I did some bets
Oh,
on
did
some
you?
yeah, but oh, what made me so mad?
How much money we
So I
talking?
no, I just put in $1, and then if I won that, I would have gotten 20. I would have gotten $20 if I won that
Oh,
bet. So
that's a
I
good bet.
put that much in, and then it was supposed to be Devontae Smith catch five or more receptions, and
Yeah.
AJ Brown, and then Jalen Reed on the Packers. Jalen Reed needed one more catch, and I would have gotten that 20. Everyone else had more than five. He had four, and he needed one more, and I would have gotten easy $20 to use it for like the next bets I want.
For like 140 yards. Are you using that DraftKings or what are you using?
No, I use a different one. I I'll I don't know if I want to say because but it's a lot better, and then
You have to tell
I
me
can show
later.
it. Yeah, to tell you later. I'll show you about it because but it's very complicated because like you have to put in money and crypto and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think both quarterbacks had a pretty good game. Jordan Love, I'm starting to see I wasn't so
Mm,
sure last season at the beginning. I mean, he obviously performed really well, but he is legit.
dude,
He's a good player. I
he is
felt
a good QB.
bad for him at the end. It looks like he's going to miss.
Yeah.
Was it his MCL that he tore?
Yeah. His Menelius, the knee.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah. So he's
meniscus.
out for three. Yeah. Meniscus that.
Man,
He's out for 3 to 6 weeks. They said.
damn.
So.
Well, they're going to be losing during that. I don't. They picked
Mhm.
up Malik Willis, I think, in place of Sean Clifford. So who knows? Maybe he'll get something done. Josh Jacobs. It was interesting seeing him in a different jersey
Oh
with the
yeah,
Raiders.
it was,
Um,
and he was doing good.
he did pretty well. Yeah, yeah. I think he's definitely got a lot of potential. But Jaden Reed, is he a rookie? I don't remember him, but he did really good.
I don't think
Um,
he was a rookie. I think they signed him from somewhere else
okay,
or traded
I should
up or
know
free
that.
agent.
And then Saquon Barkley, I feel like he was everything we thought he was going to be.
Yes, I told
Uh,
you. I was so
oh,
excited,
I
and I
know.
knew he was gonna do great.
Yeah, I used to watch him because my dad, he went to Penn State, so that's where
Hmm.
Barkley went. We
I
watched
always
those games.
liked him when I didn't know him from college. I just knew him very little. But when he got signed, when he was in the draft, I was like hoping the Eagles get him, but of course we don't. We get freaking defensive ends or some other
Yeah, some cheap running
freaking
back will comes out
yeah.
the following season. I know it
Yeah,
stressed
and
me
then
out.
I was hoping they get him, and they never did. And they got the Giants went to them, and then I followed him during the Giants too. Like I would see him
Yeah,
play, and I just loved watching him. So when we paid for him, I was so freaking happy. Now
I
I need
was
his
ha-
jersey.
I was honestly happy with Miles Sanders, but no, I mean between those two, it's a significant difference. I could see
Yeah.
why Barkley was starting over him in college. Uh, so yeah, I mean overall really good game. AJ Brown, I'm so glad that he pretty much went
Oh
off.
yeah, he did pretty
He's
good.
a
He didn't have that much receptions, but he's got a touchdown and a lot of yards.
Yeah, he broke almost 120 yards. So
Yeah.
I think I'll be keeping him on fantasy. I want Devonta Smith
Yeah.
from you, so we'll have to see if there's
Yeah.
something later down the line. Maybe I can get him, but
No,
I'm
it's fine
probably
now.
the
I'm
rest.
good on receivers now. I saw no one picked up Xavier Worthy, and I picked him up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you never
He
know.
did great. He did great. He got 20 points. last game. So I'm good. And then I have Devontae Smith and I think I have Terry McLaurin or something. McLaren. I
Mhm.
think I have him.
So I didn't catch this next game. It's got a complete blowout. New Orleans versus the Panthers, 47-10.
Oh yeah.
Bryce Young, not poor guy, man.
I feel
He's
bad for
just
him
not living
too.
up to the hype. Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, going into Carolina with the record they've had the past few seasons, but Derek Carr, he usually puts up stats. He had 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. So pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm
My,
actually sorry. He did good, and you like him, so.
I do, yeah. I have a lot of respect for, and I think a lot of it's just Travis being a Raiders fan, and growing up watching the Raiders. I
hmm
do respect him, but Alvin Kamara still doing it. I didn't think that he was anything really anymore, but he did pretty well.
Yeah,
15 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown. Um, but yeah, I mean, it looks like Carolina just couldn't get it done. But given that score, the defense must have been doing some stuff because, and like I said, I missed that game. But I would think the defense must have done pretty well, keeping them to 10
yeah.
points. So, who is your defense, by the way, on fantasy? I don't even know.
It's the Eagles and the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, it is Eagle. I was trying to get my bad. I was trying to get them
They
from
didn't
you in
do.
a trade.
It's fine. They didn't do good. Neither of the defense do good on mine. So I was just like, oh damn.
29 points. Yeah. No, I know. We're gonna
You
give
did
credit
better.
first game.
You have the Bears, and you got like 20 points or
I
19, I
need
think.
Yeah, I need another defense just to be safe.
Oh yeah, when they go on bye week, yeah.
Yeah, just to be safe. I was so mad though. And luckily he didn't perform, but I never really knew what exempt meant on fantasy, so I was looking it up, and they were saying at least online that CeeDee Lamb wasn't going to play,
Yeah.
which is like, why would he play if he's not hurt? Of course he's going to play, but I'm an idiot. I didn't swap him out. Luckily he didn't do anything. Nico Collins actually had a better day, so I was glad that I kept him in.
Oh, okay.
Minnesota and the Giants. So Giants, I
Oh
think we're
yeah.
expecting them to be
Oh,
a disaster, and as they were.
oh. Did you see like the videos and everything? I saw when Daniel Jones was walking out of the stadium,
They're
his old
booing him.
fans, they're booing him and just that,
It's
and I'm
so
like,
bad.
I feel bad
You
for
can tell
them, but
he's
at
a
the
good
same
guy. It
time,
sucks.
he is, but he's just not good, and he's not living up to what he got signed for and paid.
Yeah, yeah. So Sam Darnold actually outperformed him, 19 for 24.
Yeah,
That's pretty great. 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a
200,
pick.
two TDs, only one
Hope
interception.
I hope he does well. He hasn't really had a chance to. Well, I guess he has had a chance to prove himself, but he hasn't really.
Yeah,
Uh,
and then
so I hope that's a good spot. Aaron Jones.
Daniel Jones, he did good that game. And I'm
Yeah,
happy he did.
almost 100 yards for his first. Yeah,
hmm
I thought that was so weird. I think we talked about it in the last podcast.
Yeah, we did.
Dallas should have really done everything they could to get him.
Yeah, I
Instead of
know.
Zeke, like what the hell? Um, but yeah, Justin Jefferson didn't do a whole lot. Four catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown. That's pretty low for him usually. So yeah, what do you think? You think the Vikings are going to be a decent team? I know the Giants. I'm sure
Yeah,
they're going to be the worst in our division, but
yeah, they will. But yeah, I think they'll be pretty good and one to look out for. And then I'm happy. He's another one of favorite running backs is Aaron Jones because from
yeah.
UTEP and everything. But I'm glad he's doing good with another team. And then Sam Darnold, hopefully he stays consistent too and just kills it in the Vikings.
Yeah, I agree, and I think they'll do well. I hope that they do better than Green Bay. I've never been a Green Bay fan.
hmm
Besides Favre, he was
Me
pretty
neither.
good. So, okay, moving on. Patriots and Bengals did not catch that game. Looks like the Patriots pulled
Oh,
it off, 16-10. You get
yeah,
a
that
chance
I
to see
was
that one?
surprised about. I didn't see it. I only saw the highlights. Um, and I was just shocked that Joe Burrow didn't put it through, and it was a low-scoring game, and I was just like not impressed of them. And then even Jamar Chase, he didn't do that much. He had 6 receptions with 62 yards, and
Yeah,
were Jamar Chase was having issues with the contract or something? I don't
something like
remember.
that. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. And I can't remember. They were comparing him to somebody else, Justin Jefferson or something, and
Oh
he
yeah.
was thinking he wanted more money than him. What did he say? He's like, I'm not a penny more, or taking pennies more than Jefferson or something. I don't know. I don't even know what his contract. But Jacoby Brissett, he's had moments where he was impressive. Didn't really look too much here. 15-24, 121 yards. Now this one makes me angry. I didn't even know Ramondre Stevenson. I had him on fantasy. I've
Hmm.
never thought he was that great, but he had
He
25
got
carries,
yeah,
120 yards.
and one
Uh,
TD. Yeah, you still won your fantasy though, so don't be
I
mad.
know. I
If he
shouldn't be.
lost, then I would have been mad.
Are you the type of player that like if it's like your standard player who, if somebody does good all of a sudden and it's like there's waivers for him? Has that ever happened to you where you kind of jump the bandwagon like, yeah, I want him even though, it's just one game?
Oh yeah, I've done that before, but then
Yeah.
like I pick them up and then they do like good a couple games and then the rest are ass. Or they
Yeah.
don't get
Oh, I
that
know.
much playtime or something like that, and
It's
I'm just
it's
like,
like,
damn it.
why can't you perform like you did that one game? Um,
Yeah.
so now this one, I was excited, and honestly, I saw just a couple highlights. He didn't do very good for Kirk Cousins' debut with the Falcons. The Steelers pulled it
Oh
off
yeah, they
with
won,
Justin
but
Fields.
they did. But you just see all their field goals were all their points were field goals, I think, or
Yeah, it
were
looks
they?
like it.
Yeah, yeah, all
All
their
of it.
points were
Yeah.
field goals,
Yeah,
and
no
then
touchdowns.
they still beat the Falcons. And I'm just like, oh come on. So I'm not kind of worried about them in the game.
Yeah, Chris Boswell still got it, man. He's always been a good kicker, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Justin Fields, like I said, I still think there's some with him, same sort of thing as Lamar. I think there's talent, but he just kind of runs around a
Mm-hmm.
lot, and I don't know. But Kirk, it sucked to see him not do well. He's been like that in his career,
Yeah.
kind of up and
But
down.
have you seen that meme I sent you, like on the videos
Yeah,
about him? It's like, oh, we paid for a good Friday, on Sundays. Like, what was it?
yeah.
For
Anything after
Sundays, and
seven, he can't
even
perform.
after 7, and then he's like, what about Mondays? No, Thursday. Oh, no. I was just like, oh, that was like perfect. And this
Those
just
guys
right
are
now
funny.
improved it.
They do some really funny videos. That
They
guy.
do.
It's hilarious. I like the Caitlin Clark one that you sent me, where it's like why she didn't make the Olympics. Oh,
Oh,
you remember that one?
think so. I think I remember that one. I sent you a bunch, so it's kind of hard
You
to
did,
remember.
yeah. I won't tell you too much about it because I think some people might get upset. Um,
Okay.
Bijan Robinson, he did do well. Najee Harris, that guy, I thought he really didn't do much last season. 20 carries, 70 yards. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Bijan had 18, 68, so pretty
All
similar.
right.
Uh, let's see. So that was that game. I've always said Atlanta. If I had to have a second team, that would be my team. Steelers,
Mm-hmm.
could not stand.
Boo, we play on Monday,
Um,
so boo.
yeah, that's that,
Just kidding.
no chance. Okay, Texans and Colts. So
Oh, yeah, I saw highlights on that, and like I told you, CJ Stroud is one of my other favorite quarterbacks, rookie ones. He did
yeah,
really good with 234 yards and 2 TDs.
yeah, no picks. That's he did do
Mm-hmm.
pretty well. And Joe Mixon, he was a good pickup.
Yeah,
30 carries,
yeah.
159 yards. Wow, he
I
might
had,
have got the most of any running back.
I got good points with him when I had him on my fantasy, so I was happy.
And then I had Nico 117 yards. Now Anthony Richardson, he was pretty cool to see. He's also an athlete. He's
Oh
fast.
yeah,
He has an arm.
but
Did
did
you
you
see that pass that he threw on
that pass, a 60-yard pass? It was
like off
nuts.
the his left foot or something? He was barely.
Yeah.
It
You know what it
wasn't
reminds me
even.
of when you threw that? A McNabb. Remember when McNabb could just
Yeah,
bomb him like nothing?
McNabb had a great arm. He did.
Yeah.
This guy probably moves a little bit better than he does. He's faster for sure.
Yeah, he's faster,
Uh,
but he's probably much younger and more
I,
agile.
I'm probably going to start him. He's my backup. I had Goff in this
Yeah.
past because
Yeah,
Goff did
you
really
should have
well.
started him because he got
I sh-
50
Dude, he
points.
had 50 points.
I was like,
So,
dang.
yeah, I would have smoked the guy I was playing, but
Yeah,
that's pretty
and
bad.
I think we were talking about it when you said that you're gonna start Jared Goff than him. I was like, you should start the other one because I don't know. I thought Jared Goff was just okay. Like he's
Well,
like a good to have it,
he's
but
yeah, he's always put up stats for the most part. I'll have to look to see what he had again. I can't remember,
yeah,
but
but Anthony
um,
Richardson, but a lot more.
he did really well. And Um, what was I gonna say? Well, first game back from his injury, so I thought maybe he'd be starting a little slow, but no, he was ready to play.
Yeah,
So
true.
29-27, that was one of the better games over the weekend, which I think everybody kind of expected that. But it's good to see the Colts as contenders again.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen that
Yeah, they're
since
another team that I
Andrew Luck.
liked. When I was growing up, the Colts were my like second team because
If you had one,
my
why?
yeah, if I had
Manning?
one because Peyton Manning, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it was
He
him
is
when
still.
yeah,
He. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. He. I definitely still think so. Brady's probably the GOAT, yeah, but and he'll even admit it that Peyton has the best knowledge of the game.
yeah,
Um, Cardinals and Bills. I didn't see that. I was really surprised to see the Cardinals put up that many points. Not
yeah,
a
me
huge fan
too.
of Kyler Murray, when
Yeah, I was shocked because when I was watching it, because I had some bets too of who was gonna win. Of course, I lost them though. um, so I put the Bills to win, but then I saw them they were ahead like for a while, the Cardinals, and I was like, what the heck? And then they caught up the Bills, and I was like, thank God.
yeah, I was
But
looking at fantasy and I was like, Nick's got like less than 10 points of Josh Allen. And all of a sudden, what the hell? He had
yeah,
a
I don't
ton of
know.
points. And I
Boom! I
was
had
like,
like more than I was thinking too. I was like, damn, I should have put Jalen. He had 41, and then boom, I think Josh Allen gave me like 45 or something like that. I don't remember.
see, it seems like a lot of points. It's funny how different leagues, the way they're scored. And I guess
Yeah, I
you can
know.
set it up in the settings, but yeah, it's kind of funny. Like Mal, all the people she had like half the points of what our league looked like. So it's pretty
Also, I
interesting.
think it's just yeah, maybe whoever put the points like in who set up this our fantasy our league,
Yeah.
they probably
hmm
just edited it a little different. Um, but I was so did you see that highlight with Josh Allen? He jumped over someone, he hurdled and he scored a touchdown.
Was it
That's
the
why
11-yard touchdown that he had?
yeah, he ran it in and it was freaking amazing. And I was like, damn, that's why I like him. He's like another QB I like.
Great.
He's like
Yeah.
my sick. One of my favorite is him. I like CJ Stroud now. I like Joe Burrow too, but Josh Allen is like one of my favorites. The top. I like he's probably my second favorite
He's
quarterback.
up there for sure. A lot of talent. Fast white boy. Like wow. Like I said, you don't see
Yeah,
it too often, but
he
it's
could
becoming
run.
more
He could
common.
go through people and
He-
hurdle them like you'd
He's
see.
solid. He's
He's
solid, dude.
he's great. Like I love seeing him play. I just was sad that I couldn't watch the game. I couldn't. It wasn't showing online.
I wonder
Um,
if he's still dating that chick from Pitch Perfect. I can't remember her name.
you
She's
know,
pretty cute though.
what people, yeah, but you know why some people always someone told me like he kind of lost. I think it was a someone that I know said that he took his wife last name, so they call him. He's a little B.
Did he take really? I
Well,
didn't
it's
know
like
that.
it's like Alan slash whatever her last name is.
Did he
They
really?
just
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a pussy. I would never do that. Wow.
That's what they said. Yeah, I think you can look it up real quick. I
I
hope I'm
believe
not
you.
calling it.
No, I believe you. But yeah, so not surprised they won that game. That would definitely be contenders. But good for Arizona for staying in it. And this is an example, and I'll move on after that. Kyler Murray, why I don't think he's impressive. 162 yards, touchdown. That's like typical for him. And yeah, he'll have 50 plus yards rushing sometimes, but he don't deserve that money. Okay, moving on.
Hmm.
Titans and the Bears. So even though
Ooh,
um, they were my defense, I did not watch this game.
yeah,
Uh,
you got like a lot, and then even though I like they're saying Caleb Williams, he didn't do much. He just the
no,
defense did everything for him.
looks looks like he didn't. Less than 50% completion too. 93
Hmm.
yards, and he said that he was like, yeah, I didn't obviously didn't perform. It was a team effort, all that. Yeah, so he's
No,
very confident.
yeah, he's not bad then if he's thinking he's more of a team player than all of himself.
He was. I saw a interview with him, and he was talking about players that inspired him, the two guys for him until just recently with Mahomes' performance. But I guess growing up was Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford, which yeah, I agree. I think those
Oh
guys
wow.
still.
Yeah.
I honestly prefer Stafford. I think he's a tougher player than
Yeah.
him,
Yeah, he
and
is.
definitely complains a lot more. And Stafford puts up stats. He's very underrated. But yeah, I like that he kind of pointed that out. Like those are the two guys that he really kind of looked up to. So I thought that was pretty cool. And now Tony Pollard, decent game, 16 carries, 82 yards.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna go off with Dallas. He finally had his chance
Yeah.
to shine. You know, Zeke was out of there, and he just didn't really do much. So I'm surprised that that's the case. But he did well. I hope he
He
has a
did.
good
I
career
thought he was always
because
a good runner. Like when he was with the
yeah.
Cowboys, when the Zeke wasn't like playing, like he would
Hmm.
go off in the games. He would do
Yeah.
great.
And
So
he'd
I
get
thought
tripped up on the
Dallas,
5 yard line, and then
yeah,
he'd give it to Zeke, and then
but
he'd get it in for the last few.
yeah,
Anyway, sorry, go
but
ahead.
I just thought Pollard was good. I thought Dallas was gonna keep him, but they didn't. So I guess it's a good thing that the Bears got him. And then don't isn't the Bears? Where does Swift go?
Yeah, no, you're right. That's where he ended up. Um, 10 carries, 30 yards. That's too bad to see. He did so
Oh.
well with us last year.
Hmm.
Um, I hope he performs. DJ Moore, I have him on my bench. See, I'm a little worried about him with Caleb Williams. We'll see if this guy can do anything. Otherwise, he's not going to get me any points.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, they ended up winning that game. It's good for the Bears. You know, they
Good
haven't
for them.
had
Yeah.
50-50 records or worse
Yeah.
for a long time. So I'm glad, just kind of happy to see that they won that. Um, and Nick, you can take over anytime. If I'm talking too much. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Well, what other
On,
game? I could go over the Jaguars and Dolphins game. Did you catch that one?
okay, I
So
did
yeah,
not.
I didn't catch it. I just saw some highlights. I saw the ones like when it would another game was playing, like it would show like the other game. So I
Mhm.
caught that one. If you saw it, it was pretty funny with Tyreek Hill. He got his first touchdown.
Yeah,
Did you see the celebration? Because he got the day before,
yeah.
just before he got arrested for
Was
speeding.
it was it Waddle who went up to him and like pretended
Yeah,
to cuff
I
him?
cuffed
Yeah.
him and then he walked in. I was like, that was pretty funny, but I know we're not like to support that, but I think it's funny. It's all fun and games.
I'm glad that they let him play the game.
I know.
There was somebody who, 'cause I'm sure there's a ton of money in Miami, but um, and for what he did, I'm sure the fine is not even that much. But there was these two guys who they called the police department. They're like, whatever it costs to get him out, we'll pay it right now. We need him today.
That,
And
that's pretty cool.
yeah, and they hadn't booked him or anything yet, luckily. So yeah, I'm glad that he got to play the game. But yeah, 7 receptions, 130 yards. The dude is wicked
One
fast.
TD, yeah. Yeah, he's
He's built
fast.
like a frickin'
Pocket.
bull, man. He's just insane. Tua's always putting up yards, 338 yards, a
Yeah.
touchdown, impressive. Um, Trevor Lawrence, 162 yards. That's nothing impressive. I think he's got some talent, dude. I would be happy with him over with Philly, to be honest with you. Yeah, you're not gonna agree with that. I would take him.
Oh my
Really, I would.
God, do not say
I
that.
would. I would say, yeah. He got
Oh,
the speed. He's got a better arm.
Trevor
Cleveland does not
Lawrence.
have distance.
Trevor Lawrence, really?
Yeah.
You're gonna take him? Oh, I wouldn't. I would die if we did.
What?
He's Trevor
He's a
Lawrence. He's
quality dude.
awful. He's
Dude,
good. He passes. He's awful.
nah,
Can't
can
run. He
you?
stays in the pocket, and then he's a
He
little
can run. He's
puss.
fast.
No, he's a puss.
Can
Did you
you
see where
imagine
last year
Jalen
he
in?
rolled his ankle and then he was like limping off. It was just a sprain or a roll and he had to be lifted off and then he wanted a cart those cars and they didn't
Yeah.
have one. And I was like, fuck that guy, he's a puss. Braylon Hurts played with a broken finger
He's Jalen's cool.
and
I love that
knee.
he can squat. I love that he's solid, but he does not have the talent that Trevor Lawrence has, and that's a freaking fact.
Nah.
Um,
I don't
yeah,
believe Jared
yeah.
Lawrence.
Can you
Whatever
imagine
they paid
Jalen?
him, I think that was that person he got Jaguars got robbed on that deal.
Do you think
I don't
Jalen
think.
could handle the Jaguars? Do you think he could do anything with the Jaguars?
I
That
think it'll
offensive
be
line, that
better.
shitty offensive line.
I think he'll be running more, but he
I
would.
hate to.
I don't think. No.
And I'm not trying to put him down because he's our quarterback, but I still don't think he's the answer. Anyway, well, so the Dolphins pulled that one off barely, just by
Mhm.
20-17.
Oh yeah, and
Um,
then didn't you had one that was supposed to go in. You had the running back, but you put someone else.
yes, David Akane or something like that.
You had
Um,
he performed from the one that was it you put Mossert or who'd you put in?
I put Raheem Mostert in because what happened,
Yeah,
I wasn't sure, right? I looked at their depth chart and it was showing, and even if you type it in on Google, it's showing Raheem as the starter. So now I'm stupid though because with the league, and they auto picked mine because I screwed up and I wasn't paying attention. Devon Akane, I'm sorry. Um,
yeah,
he it was showing Raheem Mostert as the starter, and that dude's pretty
yeah,
good. He's fast. I thought, yeah, he's gonna give me yards for sure. But yeah, the other dude. So I'm definitely
yeah.
gonna put him in this week. That's stupid. It screwed up real bad there. But Jalen
And
Waddle too, he had over 100 yards. Dang. Okay. Um, yeah, Dolphins got some weapons for sure. That's
it's
awesome.
another
So
team we gotta look out for, but glad they're in the AFC, not in the NFC.
yeah, yeah, it's true. All right, cover the Broncos game.
So, oh yeah, that Broncos game. Where is it? Let me bring it up.
I forgot Will Lutz ended up as a Bronco. Remember, he used to be a Saint. He was good too.
Yeah. It's not coming up for me. Where the frick is it?
Bo Nix. Yeah, he played about what I anticipated.
You probably not. You probably have to cover that because I don't. Oh, there it is. There it is. There, I'm just blind. So yeah. So the Broncos game. I guess they did lose. They did lose 20-26. The Seahawks won that. Geno Smith did pretty good game. 100 decent, I think.
Yeah. Can I talk about him
170.
for 2 seconds?
Go ahead.
You know my history with Geno Smith. Okay. Well, when he was drafted by the Jets, he was the starter. Michael Vick was still in the league. He was a free agent,
Yeah,
and the Jets picked him up, and
I
he was the
remember
backup.
that.
And I'll never forget, there was a play where they had Michael Vick get back, and he was literally about to get blown up, and Gino just hands him the ball, and Vick gets blown up. So I used to hate him just because of that, because I've, Vick,
That's why.
just because of that. And then when he got hurt, I think Vick's first pass as a, oh no, that might have been when he was with the Steelers
That's
that one season. It was a
that, and
touchdown.
that was the Eagles too. When his first start as an Eagle, he
Yeah,
threw a touchdown to Deshaun.
yeah. Yeah. So anyway, but I'm Gino. I always thought was a subpar quarterback. The past few years, he's really stepped it up.
Yeah, he has. He's
I,
been doing
I
pretty
like him
good.
way more than Russell Wilson. I'm glad he's doing well.
Oh yeah, me too.
I hope he gets to keep that spot and finish up his career at the Seattle. Kenneth Walker. Okay, we were talking about him, me and Mal, the other day.
Yeah, Walker, he
Uh,
did pretty
Remember
good. Did
him
28
from Michigan
carries.
State? Yeah,
Yeah,
he a beast.
133 yards and one TD.
Mhm. Yeah, Tyler Lockett. He's always kind of a threat. Six
Oh
receptions, 77 yards. Yeah, I told you to cover it, and then I took over. I'm so sorry. Okay, moving on.
yeah.
So Broncos are gonna suck. We want them to suck. They're in the same division as the
But I
Raiders.
was so sad because
I
I
want
thought
them
they
to
were gonna
fail.
do.
Okay.
You do?
Yeah, I don't care shit about the Broncos. Well, there's a Peyton. Peyton was there. That was fine. I'm glad he did
That's
well
when
in
I.
the Super
That's the
Bowl.
only reason why I kind of like him because Peyton was there and he won them a Super Bowl. But
Yeah,
Bo Nix, I guess he didn't do so good. Trying to
I'm
bring
not
up the
surprised.
stats real quick. Not
He's a
surprised.
rookie. He's
He
a
did all
rookie.
right. He got 138 passing yards.
Two picks.
60. Oh, two picks. Yeah, yeah, two
Yeah.
picks. 61.9 completion rate. Um, yeah, only
Yes.
28 completions. Yeah, he did all right, but still a rookie. Just gotta give him a chance.
I know. I'm just an asshole. I'll cover this one. I caught a glimpse of this one. Good to see Gardner Minshew in the Raiders versus the Chargers. I was happy to
Oh
see
yeah.
he's getting that chance as a starter. Raiders just, God, they have not had a franchise quarterback for as
Nope.
long as I can remember. I think the
But
last
even
one where they go
Gardner
ahead.
Minshew put up some good stats. He did
Yeah,
good. 257
he's a good
yards, one
quarterback.
TD, and one
He
interception. We
is.
had him as our backup, didn't we, last season?
Yeah, and he did well. Well,
Mhm.
a couple seasons ago. I don't know if it was last season too. I can't remember, but I remember he was in. Jalen was hurt or something. We were playing
Yeah.
Dallas, It was during the regular season, and Dallas won, but it was close. It was very close. I
Yeah.
can't remember the score, but I remember that because I proposed that night. And I was so pissed. I was hoping we'd win. It was going to be a great night, and it still ended up being a good night. But
Yeah.
yeah, so Gardner Minshew, awesome.
The
Zamir
Chargers
White,
Chargers
sorry,
running back did pretty good. J.K. Dobbins, he got
dude,
10 carries for
yes,
135 yards and one TD.
I remembered him out of Ohio State. He was a menace. So yeah, and that's Coach Harbaugh's debut. Remember him? He was well, he's brothers with John Harbaugh. He just won the Big Ten. Well, he won the
Hmm.
national championship actually, and the Big Ten championships last season. Um, so yeah, and he was so excited to be coaching Justin Herbert, having him as his quarterback. So
Yeah.
pretty cool. Jacoby Myers and Zamir White for the Raiders, both great players, I would say. But yeah, the
Hmm.
Raiders come up short. It's just typical
Of
Raiders.
course.
If they have a
Yeah.
50-50 season, I'll be amazed. Um, but good luck to Gardner Minshew, honestly. I hope he does well.
Yeah, I hope he does well there and
Mm.
maybe gets the four Raiders back up and noticed.
Who do you think takes that division? Probably the Chargers, but I'm trying to remember the other team that's in it. Oh, the Chiefs. No, the Chiefs. Chiefs are going
Yeah.
to. Never mind. My bad, wrong. Okay. Cowboys. So let's talk about
I
this and
saw
have you
I
cover this
saw
one.
that game. I did
I
see
was
that. I
watching it too.
saw it.
Yeah.
So like the last end of the quarter when they were just up by so many, I was like, I just changed it. But
Yeah.
Dak did pretty good. Um,
Gross.
don't I know? No, I don't like it either. But he got 179 yards, one TD. CeeDee Lamb, he did all right. I think it was just 5 catches and 61 yards.
They didn't have to do
Really,
much. I think it was a defensive game for sure.
yeah, I
Um,
think it was.
yeah,
Dude,
no, it definitely was.
trying to pull up the stat of
Um,
the game.
yeah. Sorry, keep going, dude.
No, you're right. Go ahead, because I'm trying to pull up the game right now. The stats.
Deshaun Watson, he is just like the biggest letdown. He did pretty well with Houston, but
Yeah,
C.J. Stroud's already proven he's a better
but
quarterback than him.
I think he got suffered because two of their starting line were out
Yeah,
for the Cleveland Browns, and
it
then
makes a
he just got
difference. It really
pressured.
does.
It does. He got pressured a lot in this game. I remember watching him, and he just kept getting close to sack or pressured, where he had to run away and throw it right away. Um, and Ezekiel, he actually came back and did good. He did all right. We got 10 carries, 40 yards, and one TD.
Yeah.
Um, Ward did pretty good on
Why did I
the
feel bad
Cleveland.
for him when they let him go? I never liked him.
I never cared for him either.
Oh, but I
It's because
thought
probably because what he was we played him. It's kind of annoying watching him.
hmm Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Njoku, was it
David Njoku, I think, is like
Njoku?
Njoku.
He did. I can't say
He's
it.
on my bench.
So 4 receptions, only 44 yards. He did okay. I didn't do spectacular, but it's because of Watson didn't play so great. He just did 169 yards. He did one TD, but 2 interceptions.
I have to say, there's something pretty cool, and I didn't see it till later, but Brandon Aubrey made a 57
Oh
yard
yeah,
field goal.
yeah.
And then I can't remember if I think they tried icing him. They called a timeout prior, and they moved it back. It was going to be,
No, it was.
no,
Remember,
66 yard. I'm sorry.
yeah, it was a 66 yards, and he
He
got
made
it.
that with ease.
He made
Yeah,
that, but there was a penalty, and
that's what it
then
was.
I thought they were gonna do it because it was like 4 seconds, and then if they did, maybe I guess because there was a returner, they put someone back there to return it. It was gonna do a 71-yard field goal. I was like, do it! I want
He
to see
made
if you
that.
can
It would have
get
been
it.
history. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been history. I was like, damn, let him do it. I bet he can get so close to it. I bet he'll hit the bar at least. And then they didn't because they didn't want him to chance it where he'll just run it back and then maybe get some points. So I was like, I was like, I want to see that if you could even
He's
just get close to it.
he's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
I know
he
he's from Texas too.
mhm,
Um, so it's really cool that he ended up playing
for Dallas. But yeah,
Dallas.
He's really good. I think he's like one of the new best kickers now because he's fucking great. Wasn't he? I think I've seen him. He's a good soccer player too. That's probably why he has all that power in that kick.
He was born in
Uh,
Missouri, actually.
he was what?
But yeah, he was born in Missouri. I
Oh,
saw
okay,
something
so
said he was from Texas.
oh,
Maybe he moved young.
but yeah, he's really good, and I had him on my fantasy, and he got me good points. I think he got me like 16 points or like a lot of points.
Yeah,
He's
I
another
need
one that
to
gave me a lot of points.
I need a kicker. There were some good options too. I was kind of surprised. But you dropped Jake Moody. I think I'm gonna go get him unless you already
Yeah, go
did.
get him. Yeah, go ahead and get him. I have good ones. I have Jake Elliott and Aubrey.
You bastard. Yeah.
I don't
You
know why
like
I
the
picked three
most.
kickers. I think I wasn't paying attention, and I was like, oh, I still need a kicker, so I got Moody.
That's all right. Okay. Cover the.
Oh yeah, the
I'm
game.
getting tired here.
Was it the
Um,
last game? Wasn't it just the
Commanders
Jets
and
and
Bugs.
Commanders and Bucks? Ooh, my headset's getting low, so might have to pause this.
Is it?
But well, I'll know when it gets cut, so when you don't see me talking no more.
Who
Let's go.
performed the best, like as far as quarterbacks? I mean, Baker Mayfield had a heck of a day.
Okay, so yeah. So Baker Mayfield that game. Um, oh, it's not even showing. Oh, it's showing week two scores somewhere. Week one. There you go. Sorry, guys. We're just trying to load everything up here. Okay. So yeah, they did pretty good and got 37-20. They took that win. Another team I'm worried about looking out for the Buccaneers because they ended our playoff last season. Baker Mayfield did good. He got 289 yards, damn, and 4 TDs. He did like great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and of course his go-to receiver was Godwin. 8 receptions, 83 yards, and 1 TD. And I guess on Washington, the
Jaden Daniels.
Jay Daniels, he did pretty good.
Yeah,
Wasn't that his? He's a rookie, right?
he is. Yeah, he played really well.
Did pretty
It's cool
well,
to see that.
better than 16. Oh wow, he rushed. Did he rush for him also? Let me see.
88
It's
yards, two
showing.
touchdowns. Yeah, he didn't have any touchdowns throwing, but he did have two rushing touchdowns.
Damn. So yeah, he had 80 yards. He had
I'm excited to see what he can do.
some pretty good stats because.
Yeah, it's not much, but I was excited to see Zach Ertz got a few catches.
Oh yeah, he was. Oh yeah, he's on there. Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna retire or if he'll. I didn't think he was that old. I know he's in his 30s now, but I
No,
didn't think
he's
he was that
not.
old. 33. Okay, he's
Oh,
younger than
he's just
Travis Kelsey.
doing good. So bad when we let him go.
Oh, Dallas Goddard is better, but yeah, I know I
Yeah,
think too.
he is, but I don't know.
That's
It's
the
so sad
thing.
because
You
they made
have
a
that.
career, like record for when they had when Jalen Hurts was with him, and um, he made a career. He outbeat Jason Witten's career where he had so many completions for in one season, over
Mhm.
like 100 and something. Zach Ertz and Jalen Hurts. So
That's one of the bigger struggles with our team being the Eagles. Like when you buy a jersey, because I know you have a Zach Ertz jersey.
yeah, I
When
do.
you buy, and he at least he was there for a few years, but when you buy a jersey, um, you don't know if the guy's going to be there next season or
But
not.
yeah, I got AJ Brown because originally I was gonna
Yeah.
get like before we got AJ Brown, before we in that I think it was when I was with Carson Wentz because I was thinking about getting his jersey because I like 11, that's my number. So I was gonna get his, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get my custom one and get like number 11 that has my last name Brown. And boom, we got AJ Brown. I was like, and he's a number 11, so I was like, boom, perfect. So I got his.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was
So
pretty funny that you ended up with that. And God, he's been so great for us. I hope they don't ever get
mhm.
rid of him.
I hope they don't. We signed them for like a lot, him and Devontae Smith. So we're good for like I think is it 3 years or 4 years?
Yeah.
So we're good for a couple years. So I hope he keeps doing good, and then we keep signing him.
But back to that game, I'm so happy for Baker Mayfield. I'm actually glad. I
Yeah.
think the Browns made a huge mistake. I think everybody knows that.
Mhm.
Um, so I hope he does well because he's got it figured out over there. I mean, he did 24 for 30, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns, but he did really well
Mhm.
this season. So yeah, happy for him as well. So
Yeah, he did
Rams and
pretty
Lions,
well.
I did watch that. That was the late game on Sunday. Did you get a chance to see that?
The Rams, no, unfortunately, I didn't. I was an old man. I passed out early, so
Well,
I didn't see it. I saw highlights though, and it's pretty good
it was
game.
decent. It ended up
It,
going into overtime. Let me
it
cover this one. You cover Monday.
yeah, I'll go ahead and do
Yeah,
that.
because I didn't really. Sorry. So no, it was cool. Stafford, back in Detroit, and I was so sad when he ran out on the field. They were literally booing him. Like,
Aw,
come
why?
on. This guy gave you 12 seasons,
Yeah, he
um,
did. He
putting
was
up
a good
stats, and
quarterback.
he's a damn good quarterback. Very tough. Can't
Yeah,
say
he
so.
is.
But yeah, 34 for 49, 317 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. It was a silly pick, but he did throw a pick. Jared Goff didn't do a damn thing. Well, no, he did. Okay, he did. I just in my fantasy he didn't do shit. 18 for 28, 217 yards, touchdown, and a pick. Now Kyron Williams, he's pretty good. 18 carries,
Yeah.
50 yards, touchdown. I'm excited to see their backup, Blake Corum out of Michigan. Guy was solid his entire college career. He did get hurt. Shit, was this his junior year? I think no. I think he got hurt his senior year, so I was a little bit worried about him for the draft. Um, I might have that backwards, but no, it's outstanding. He kind of reminds me like a Darren Sproles. I think you'd really like him.
Okay.
He's a shorter dude. He's like 5'6", 5'7", but he's fast, dude, and he's so strong. So yeah, he's really
Man,
cool to see.
man.
Cooper
Well,
Cup,
David
go.
Montgomery did pretty good. He
Yeah,
running
what the heck?
like 17 carries and 91 yards and one TD.
Yeah, no, he did tremendously well, and I had Jameer Gibbs in, so I was hoping he would do some stuff, and he did. It was interesting though. David or Montgomery started out the game.
Mhm.
He had a lot of the reps early on, and then they started throwing Gibbs into the mix. So, but yeah, no, I think they did well. I think the Lions. I really think they should have got further last season. I can't see why they should have been in the Super Bowl, honestly. And I think
Yeah.
if they do well, play like they have been defensively, I think they're going to get there for sure. Because I can tell you, the Rams watching them play, they're no slouch. They still have
Yeah.
talent.
We
Cooper
still
Cup,
have it. I'm kind of happy for them that they're back up and not a bad team no more.
yeah. I mean, and he had what was it, 14 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown. So he was doing well. They started, Puka Nacua. Um, he was in. I think he only ended up having shit, what did he have 4 catches, 35
He got
yards. He got hurt.
he got injured. He got injured.
Yeah,
He's out. I think, isn't he?
I haven't really looked to see what happened to
I
him after,
I
but
think he might be out because of that injury, but I haven't like seen any updates about it, like out for the season or anything yet.
yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, if they have to rely on Cooper, I think they're going to be okay.
Cooper Go, yeah, he should be. They'll be okay.
Yeah, but so they're still great. Defense still looks pretty solid. Even without Aaron. There's two guys, but Aaron Donald for sure was the big one to note. Definitely looked different out there. But but yeah. Anyway, best of luck to the Lions. I hope they have a tremendous season. I'll definitely be watching.
Me
But
too.
always best of luck for Stafford too. I hope he stays healthy and balls out. Okay, all season. Now the
Yep.
final game. You said that you did watch that. I watched. I wanted to see Rodgers of
I
course.
Yeah, I watched it because I watched it. I want to see. Of course, I was going for the Jets, not to be against the
Me too.
49ers, but the 49ers, they're always competition for us, and then they
Mhm.
disappointed me in the Super Bowl last year. It got me so
Yeah.
upset. I was just disappointed.
I didn't watch the
Um,
Super Bowl. I didn't feel either one of those teams deserved it. Anyway, continue.
yeah, you're right. But yeah, the Jets just they didn't do well. They didn't do good, even with Aaron Rodgers. They didn't do great. Um, so Brock Purdy did great. He got 231 yards. Oh, and I
He's
was going to
solid,
talk
man.
about, yeah, and then I was going to say Christian McCaffrey was out because of his injury of his calf. So Jason Mason took over and he did really well. He was
Yeah,
eating up that defense. He got 28 carries, 147 yards, and one TD. So he's a good backup for um, to replace Christian McCaffrey until he comes back.
I just
And then
wanted to throw out there because I think Christian will be back. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just he was an undrafted free agent, Jordan Mason.
Mhm. Yeah.
So him going out. Anyway, if you were gonna say that, my bad.
No, no, no. I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna go to the next thing, but yeah,
Oh,
I'm,
okay, go ahead.
I'm glad they picked him up. And then I guess so for the Jets, Lazard got a good game. He got 8 receptions, 89 yards, and 2 TDs. And I'm pretty sure because I always see Greg Grissom had some good stats. Probably not like great because I remember watching him play. That was like his go-to target in the beginning for Aaron Rodgers. Greg was in, kind of doesn't bring it up, but oh, Bryce Hall, he did pretty good. He got 18 carries, 54 yards, and one TD. I think the defense was just on him though, because their defense for 49ers is really good. Fred Warner and pretty sure there's other great backs and stuff. I just cannot pop in my head right now. Um, I guess Jennings did pretty good for the 49ers. 5 receptions, 64 yards. Did Debo pretty good doing well? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean he typically does. He did okay. I think he
Yeah,
had
go ahead.
what was it, 50? Let me see. It was 60 yards or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But when they give him the ball to run, he's always really successful.
Yeah,
Eight
he's
carries,
just like a
23 yards.
he's a receiver and a running back pretty much for them.
He's one of those solid dudes. You know, he's like a Devonte Adams type of thing. A solid dude like AJ Brown, and I like that because
Hmm.
he's fast too. So yeah, he's always a threat. He hates Philly, which makes me hate
Oh
him.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, makes it hit him more.
yeah, so I don't really care too much about the guy, but he's a talent. He's definitely somebody you have to worry about. But yeah, happy for Brock Purdy. I think he's solid. You know, I seeing him come in that one season, wasn't too sure. Thought maybe he was having just kind of like a, you know, I don't know what a good example would be.
Yeah,
Because Nick Foles was good. I don't care what anybody says. Nick Foles was good.
yeah,
It's not the
it
same.
was good. Yeah,
So, but no, he came back and he balled out the last season. So, um, but anyway, so yeah, that's everything for me.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So yeah, I was saying like as another defense to look out for is 49ers because Fred Warner got a total of
Brad
I
Warner, yeah.
guess five like tackles and even Campbell's good. Campbell, Isaac Yamdam. Sorry if I pronounce all these names bad, but I can. And then Nick Bosa. I don't think he got a sack. The one that got the sack that helped him was Leonard Floyd. He got the sack.
There's some player I don't even know the team, but his last name is like Ta'o. I know the announcers were saying it wrong, but it was yeah, it's difficult. It's much harder than Tuavailoa. It's harder than that.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I
But
can't
yeah,
remember his name. So,
so so I watched that game until they put the backup was Taylor, and they said he did pretty good after he
pretty
like
bad, yeah.
yeah he got a good rating. He got 6 out of 8 completions, 38 6 yards for just like he only played like for a few minutes,
It was like one
and
drive, I think.
yeah, and then he got a TD for it. He scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
Um,
just trying to
so
keep
Rod,
Rodgers healthy.
yeah, I know they're trying to keep him in, but if Aaron Rodgers doesn't step up, they might put him in.
No,
I
don't
know they
put too
probably
much
won't.
money in him.
Yeah, but you never know.
Uh, I feel
At
like
least if he gets injured again, they have a good backup, not this Zach Wilson again.
I think they learned by that stupid coach who benched Eli Manning that you don't do that shit. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. So, but anyway. So yeah, I mean that was I guess that kind of completes that. Next week is going to be exciting as well. Um, Curious to see what those games are going to look like. I know we're on Monday,
Hmm.
so we have to wait till Monday, but that's good. That means we'll definitely get to see it. Because where we live, if you're not a Cowboys fan, Steelers fan, or Raiders fan, maybe,
Yeah.
um, you're not going to see your game.
Hmm.
Chances are. So
Yeah, I know. But excited for. I'm sad that we have a Monday night because then we gotta wait some more to see our game. But still, I'll watch some other games. Oh, I'm excited for the good game Thursday night. The Buffalo Bills and the Dolphins are gonna play. That's gonna be a really good game.
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, there's going to be some big matchups next week.
Hmm.
So I'm also excited.
So,
Yeah. Go ahead.
so I was just, I was just gonna say, the Cowboys and Saints are gonna play, and I'm rooting for them Saints. This time I'll go for them, and I hope their Carr does really great.
Derek Carr, yeah, I hope so too. Kamara
Yeah.
will do well. What happened to he's not even there anymore, is he? Michael Thomas? Remember him? I mean, unless he is still there. Shit, I don't even remember.
I don't know. But
God,
do you
he
want
was
to wrap?
good.
Want to start wrapping this up? We're already heading into an hour.
Yeah, yeah. So, something that I think we need to do because I'm really into it and I think you could be too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever watch Mukbang?
Mukbang. What's that?
Mukbang. So it's like eating large quantities of food
Oh
with
yeah,
no
that
s-
one.
with no sound, but I think we need to talk. 'Cause, yeah, I wouldn't want to just sit there and eat. I'm a messy eater. It probably looks gross when I'm eating. Uh,
No, but I seen there's those like Asian ladies that like eat like so
yeah,
much food and noodles all at once. I seen that.
yeah,
It's not like eye catching to me, but yeah, I've seen that. It's just the it was eye catching to me because I'm like just like surprised like they can eat that much food. Where does
it's
it all
crazy.
go?
The technique, I don't understand it either. A lot of them, like, there's this one girl, Reina, I can't remember her name. She does sushi a lot of the time, and
Ooh,
she'll
wow.
order like hot water or green tea because it
Mhm.
helps that rice kind of,
Yeah,
compact and soften. But
I
no, the
bet
guy
you.
I watch, I'm telling you, he's any of these eaters that think they're the shit. This dude, and he's cool because he's like a foodie. He actually loves the food. So
Yeah.
he'll talk about it. He'll show them cooking. His name's Joel Hansen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he takes on challenges, and rarely does he not win. I think there was one I was watching the other day, and it's been some time since he did this one, but it's 15 pounds of food. He ate a
Damn.
11 and a half pound prime rib in like
Oh.
30 minutes. Yeah, and then he had up to 90 minutes. He did that in 30 minutes, but then he still had some sides. It was like a pound of
Yeah.
coleslaw, a pound of like potato salad, and then I think he had chicharrones, like a pound of those.
Ooh.
And he finished it, dude. And he's like this jack dude. So I'm really
Yeah.
curious how he does it. I know some of them that I've watched, they talk about drinking a ton of
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, and
Just
then they can put it down because if
having your
they're
stomach kind of grow. Yeah.
yeah, and then they need to those big guys that need to stay like I guess big or whatever, they eat a lot of protein. Eat a lot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you right now,
Okay.
we can't. Neither one of you and me can eat that much. It's not.
No, 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 I
Not.
cannot. Not
You only
anymore.
can usually when you have time. You
If
can eat a lot.
okay, like the only way I know I can do that is I would have to go without eating one whole day. Like one whole day, I'll go without eating it, anything, like
Yeah,
anything,
like
just
a
drink like
fasting thing.
fasting thing, and then like I just drink water most of the time. The
Hmm.
next day, I'll be fucking starving, and I could put down like I'll be able to put down like a lot of food, but it won't be like that crazy, like so many pounds of food. It'll be like
Yeah.
maybe I could do half of that. Maybe I could do
Okay.
half.
Well,
But
let's see, and maybe not mukbang. I think just review stuff. And we can kind of compare it, and we can go back and
yeah,
forth to see
yeah,
what
we
we
can
think.
go maybe the
We have
next
to be on
topic we
camera
talk
for
about.
that. Yeah, we
Oh,
got to be on camera, so don't be shy. And
okay. We'll try to do that. Next thing will be video. The
I think
next
we
I
should.
guess episode we'll try it out. I'll try to look pretty for the next
Yeah.
one.
Oh, you're very pretty. That's for sure.
Oh
I'm not.
yes.
I used to be. I'm not anymore, but I'll do my best. I'll
So,
do my hair and I'll make
but
it. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. It's already gonna hit an hour.
Oh my
So
God. Are
thanks
you
for
joking?
yeah, no I'm not. But thanks for joining us. I hope you like this episode. It was mainly about football. A little bit about what a mukbang or make mukbang what?
Mukbang? I don't know about that, yeah, but the
Well,
food
it was
stuff
a
I think we
tiny
should
bit.
do.
But
Yeah.
we'll talk about that maybe next episode and then some other topics. So I hope you joined this. Please give us a chance here and then keep listening to us. Maybe we'll do great, get better, and so on.
I hope so.
Go ahead. What do you want to do? An outro of yours?
No, yeah, no. Thank you all for anybody who's still listening. If that was painful, I do apologize, but we're working on it, like you said. So anyway, thank you again. Stay tuned for the next one. It'll be coming
Yeah.
soon.